All right, today we're diving into a really powerful tool called Planex. It's built to handle some of the most complex, high-stakes project scheduling problems you can imagine. We're talking projects where just 1 minute of delay can have massive, massive financial consequences. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Seriously, just think about it. Imagine you are the one in charge of a huge industrial shutdown, maybe a giant factory or a refinery. Every single minute that plant is offline, money is just evaporating. This isn't just about finishing on time. It's about navigating an environment where precision is absolutely everything. How do you even start to wrap your head around that kind of chaos? So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at how you build the master plan from the ground up. Then we'll see how a system like Planex keeps track of everything as it happens in real time. After that, we'll zoom out and see how you can actually steer the whole project using smart data. And finally, we'll talk about what this all means for the future.
Okay, part one. It all has to start with that master plan. I mean, this is the crucial first step where you take a mountain of individual tasks, resources, and constraints, and you forge them into one single, coherent strategy for getting the job done.
And where does that plan begin? Well, it all starts with your data. You basically feed the system everything you've got, the complete list of every task, every resource you have available, and how all those tasks depend on each other. This creates a kind of digital twin of your project, and that becomes the foundation for everything else.
And right away, Planex gives you this really powerful choice. On one hand, you can take the wheel yourself with expert manual scheduling. You know, if you're a seasoned pro, you can get in there and fine-tune every little detail. Or you can let the AI copilot take over. It crunches thousands of possibilities in seconds to find the most efficient path forward. This is huge because it changes the planner's job from just tedious data entry to real strategic oversight.
And whichever way you go, you'll be working with what's called the Gantt Dynamique. Now, this is not your grandfather's static Gantt chart. Think of it as a live, interactive map of your entire project. You can see all the task dependencies, the chaînage, and you can literally click and drag things around to see in real time how one tiny change could ripple through the entire schedule. It's pretty cool.
And the system has some serious brains built in. The AI optimization can scan your entire plan and figure out the absolute fastest way to get it all done. And with team and shift management, you can apply real-world work schedules, like say 3 8-hour shifts running 24/7. This makes sure your plan isn't just some fantasy, it's actually something your teams can achieve. Okay, the plan is built. Now for part two, tracking what's actually happening on the ground. You can really think of this section as your project's live GPS.
This is all handled by a module called Suivi d'Exécution, which is basically a live feed that connects your perfect plan to the often messy reality of the job site.
Now this is a really crucial point. A lot of project software uses vague percentages, like saying a task is 80% done. But what does that even mean? Planex throws that out. Instead, it focuses on the only number that really matters for scheduling, the remaining duration in hours. It's a clean, mathematically pure number that tells you exactly what's left to do, no ambiguity. And because the system is built on that solid metric, you get this amazing feature called live slippage calculation. The second a team leader on the ground reports that a task is going to take, say, 2 hours longer, the system instantly calculates the ripple effect. It tells you exactly how that tiny delay impacts your final deadline. No more guesswork, just pure data. Okay, so we've got a solid plan and we've got live data streaming in from the field. It's time to zoom out for part 3, high-level steering. Let's head up to the mission control dashboard.
At the very heart of any complex project, there's something called the critical path. You can think of it as the project's backbone. It's the longest chain of dependent tasks, and it's the one thing that dictates the project's total finish time.
So, to put it simply, if any single task on this critical path gets delayed by even 1 hour, the entire project finish date gets pushed back by 1 hour. There's zero slack, zero wiggle room, and Planex keeps a constant, unblinking eye on this path.
So that, of course, raises the multi-million-dollar question, doesn't it? In a project where every single hour counts, what happens when something on that most sensitive path starts to fall behind schedule?
You get an immediate alert. Not in a report at the end of the day, not in a weekly summary. The system flags the problem the very instant it's detected. This gives managers the absolute maximum amount of time to react, to move resources around, and to get things back on track.
The executive dashboard then takes all this insane complexity and boils it down to a few key numbers. You've got your taux d'avancement for your overall progress rate, and total man-hours to keep an eye on your budget. But honestly, the real game changer here is Potentiel Glissement. This isn't just telling you what's late now, it's a predictive metric. It warns you about future delays based on current performance, so you can act before a small problem becomes a big one.
And that strategic command center is fully loaded. You can pull instant reports for briefings, you can lean on the AI for deeper insights and predictions, and you can ensure all your data is accurate with a simple check-in and check-out system for the teams. So, let's bring this all home. When you put it all together, what is the core advantage of a system like Planex? What's the big idea here? It's really this four-step journey from chaos to control. You start with the messy, complicated reality of a huge project. You build a rock-solid, optimized plan. You track your progress with data you can actually trust. And then you steer the entire operation from a strategic dashboard. It's all about replacing gut feelings and guesswork with smart, data-driven decisions.
Ultimately, that's the whole promise. It's a system that's designed to give you true command over overwhelming complexity. And it does it by integrating those three pillars: intelligent planning at the start, live tracking during the work, and strategic steering from the top.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We've just seen how AI can be used to optimize and manage these incredibly complex, high-stakes physical projects. So, if this level of control is possible today, what does that mean for tomorrow? What's the next great challenge for AI to solve in the world of project management?